Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Woo! I just scared that lady over there in front of me. Listen here. Lord, what you want me to say? What you want me to say? What you want me to say? What you want me to tell the people right now today? Man, that sun's shining. It feel good out this joint. Lord. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lord, we are in the books of Esther. I got my teeth. Listen, it's Esther 9. And every time I think about the book of Esther, I think about my wife. You know what I'm talking about? And all the things that she had to go through. And all the things that she didn't know that I had to go through. In order for us to be able to been crossed by God. You know, He does things in our lives that we don't understand, and it's not for our understanding, but it is for His purpose. You know, it's for His purpose, not our purpose. His purpose. He got our purpose. His purpose is much greater than ours. That's the part that we don't understand. Now, our purpose is His plan, and it's in His hands. All we have to do is follow instruction. Know when He is involved, you will evolve. You know what I'm talking about? See, it's authentic or nothing. Now let's get into it. Know how we do it. Now listen here. And then we in Job. You know what I'm talking about? The book of Job. And that look like hot 19. You know what I'm talking about? We're looking at like the first part of this joint. It says, now in the 12th month, that is the month Adar, on the 13th day of the same, when the king's commandment and his decree drew near to be put in execution, in the day that the enemies of the Jews hoped to have power over them, though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews had ruled over them that hated them. You know, them tables turn, baby. Them tables turn. You know, you got so many people running around here hating for no reason, wanting control over your life, your destiny, your purpose, your whole tribe being. You know, that's people that we can see and people that's hidden. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a shame that they don't understand. God remotely controls all of us. The devil does too. And that's probably why these people are doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the wrong control pad hooked to them. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up. If you can really braille me. You know what I'm saying? I try to break it down to the simplest way possible, because a lot of stuff go over people's head. And, you know, you have to have both elements. That's why I believe He put me together with this woman that I love. You know what I'm saying? You have to have both elements. Because, see, I can go down in the hood and be good and give up some good word. You know, she might get looked at as funny, you know what I'm saying? Like acting funny or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even like that. You know, we're both light bearers. But it takes that yin and yang, you know what I'm saying? To have an equal balance. That's why I'm glad we are in a peaceful state. Even amongst all the hate and sabotage and criticism and anything that ain't of God. You know, you gotta have love in your heart. You know what I'm talking about? Fill your heart with love, and it can never be dirty. You know, I show love to everybody I come in contact with. And you can't do that all the time because you gotta know what kind of love to show. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because you can come across the enemy and not even know it. But you're supposed to love our enemy. You know what I'm saying? So I try to share love to them. Listen, I was in a restaurant last night. And I was looking at a couple videos, minding my business, you know, sitting there chilling. And I could tell that I was in a kind of area where, you know, they don't see too many black people or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I try to pay that no never mind. I always try to be safe though. But I try to pay that no never mind. So I'm doing what I'm doing. And like a group of older black people came in. And I heard them start whispering, oh, they must be going over there with him. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I look, Lord, I'm like, man, I don't know you and I don't know them. But how you doing? You know what I'm talking about? Straight up, why you worrying about what I got going on? You know what I'm saying? I ain't bothering you. Some people be bothered because you ain't being bothered. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole dynamic of differences. Listen, it said, and behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the four corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. And I only am escaped alone to tell them. And Job arose. And yeah, we running that. And if you ain't know, this is authentic enough. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshiped and said, naked come out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. You know, that was his sacrifice. That was him surrendering to God. You know, it said the crown should not be covered, but then if we are in the image of God, you know, God had hair of wool. See, the ones that I believe, this is my belief. Don't quote me on this, but this is my belief. The ones that agree with the head should be shaved off or only so long are the ones that have done what they have done, and they did this as an expression to God to sacrifice being in his image, to sacrifice to him, to let him recognize them for coming forward back to him. That's the way I take it. I don't know, just trying to kick some wisdom, some knowledge, but that's the way I take it. You know, because you don't see anywhere in these books where there's a barber shop. When the Joker pulled out a blade, he was trying to cut somebody's head off. You know what I'm talking about? He wasn't trying to cut their hair and make them look nice and presentable. You know, and I don't have dreadlocks. I got braids in my head because it's more clean. And you know, they nicknamed me Samson. Bros. They nicknamed me Samson when I was younger because things I could do. And you know, they had the story of Samson and Delilah. You know, when they cut Samson hair, he lost his strength. You ever hear about God cutting his hair off? Hey, this is just a question. If anybody can answer that, Let me know in the comment. Did God cut his hair off? It's a lot of questions that us as truth seekers, we seek the truth for the knowledge of the Lord. This has been Authentic to Nothing. Now holla at y'all in a little bit. Finna beat these feet.